Hi, I'm Charlie from the Royal Park's Mission Invertebrate, a project helping people to discover, celebrate and protect the important invertebrates who call London's Royal Parks home. In this video, we'll be exploring the Lookout Wildlife Garden here in Hyde Park in the centre of London. And we'll be looking for some of the habitats which are important for invertebrates to lay their eggs. Invertebrates are any animals without a backbone, so things like earthworms and woodlice, ladybirds and bumblebees. And sometimes invertebrates are called mini-beasts because they're so small. And the adults are already small, so the eggs that they lay will be even tinier and difficult to spot. So in this egg hunt, we're not going to be looking for real invertebrate eggs because they're too tiny, but we will be looking for larger egg clues like this one. And these will be dotted around the garden and will point out some of the habitats which are important for invertebrates. So during this video, if you spot a clue like this one, shout out at the screen and let me know, because then we'll have a closer look at that habitat. Now, let's start our invertebrate egg hunt. We're starting off in the log circle. There's lots of dead wood and leaves which provide food and ideal hiding places for woodland invertebrates. Many of the invertebrates here don't like being out in the sun for too long because they can dry out, so they shelter in cracks in the wood and under logs and leaves. Can you spot any eggs in this habitat? There it is! This one is a snail's egg. In real life, snail's eggs look like these. Slugs and snails can lay between 20 to more than 100 eggs at a time, under logs, in the soil and under leaves as well. They need to lay so many eggs in one go because not all of them are going to survive. Snail eggs are important parts of the food chain and provide food for birds and other invertebrates such as ground beetles. The ones that do survive will go on to become adults and continue the snail life cycle. This plant with small blue flowers and large green leaves is called green alconet. It is related to forget-me-nots, and they are common in parks, especially in damp, shady areas where they can spread quickly. See if you can spot any egg clues here. Brilliant! Butterflies and moths use a number of different plants to lay their eggs on. One moth which lays its eggs on green alconet is called the scarlet tiger moth. The caterpillars that hatch out are sometimes known as woolly bears because of the hairs covering their bodies. They feed on the leaves until they're big enough to form a chrysalis in leaf litter. The beautiful adult moths have dark forewings with yellow and white spots. They fly between June and July and can be seen flying during the day. Their hind wings are bright red, so as they fly by you might spot a flash of red. Here we are at our next habitat. Ponds are perfect for lots of wildlife. They provide drinking water for birds, homes for frogs and newts, and there are also a number of invertebrates who lay their eggs underwater or on the plants around a pond or stream. Do you see any eggs around this pond? Amazing! This one is a dragonfly egg. As adults, you can see colourful dragonflies flying and darting around ponds and bodies of water like this one. But they spend most of their lives in the water. An adult female dragonfly perches on a plant growing out of a pond, and she uses her long body to place eggs on the plant or just below the water surface. Out of the egg hatches the young, called a dragonfly nymph. Nymphs swim around and are amazing carnivores, eating mosquito larvae and even tadpoles. After about a year underwater, the nymph crawls out of the water, and then their skin splits apart and the adult dragonfly can crawl out and stretch its wings, ready to fly and dart around the pond. You might recognise these plants. They're stinging nettles. Many people find stinging nettles a bit annoying, and you might have been stung by them before. I know I have been lots of times, but I still love them because they're brilliant for invertebrates. Lots of invertebrates will live on the leaves, and they don't get stung themselves, but the stinging hairs on the leaves help to protect them from larger predators. I wonder if you can spot any eggs around these nettles. You found it! This one is a ladybird egg. The 7-spot ladybird lays its bright yellow oval-shaped eggs on the underside of leaves of plants such as nettles. When the egg hatches, out comes the next stage of their life cycle, known as a larva. Ladybird larvae feed on another invertebrate called aphids, and after eating lots of aphids, they're ready to form a pupa. So you might find these odd lumps on leaves in the summer, and these are the ladybird pupae. Eventually, brightly coloured adult ladybirds will emerge from these pupae. Great! What excellent egg spotters you are! We found eggs under logs and in the soil, we found some on the leaves of plants, and we found some around some water. All of these are important spaces for invertebrates, and you need a mix of habitats for different invertebrates to be able to lay their eggs, and for different stages of their life cycles. Thanks for watching. We have got loads more invertebrate activities on the Mission Invertebrate website, and we've got lots of other videos on the Royal Parks YouTube channel. Bye bye!